Hi everybody, I hope you're doing marvelously well. You may recall a few months ago, we tried out the Earthworks Icon Pro. It's a mic we've ended up using ever since. It is a great podcasting mic, or for us, I suppose, vlogging mic. They now have a new improved, well, they still have that, but they have a condenser version, which is called the Ethos. We're going to try it out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have the Ethos up against the Icon Pro, and of course, the good old-fashioned, everybody loves it, Shure SM7, which is a wonderful, wonderful mic for podcasting, blogging, vlogging, whatever the heck it's called. So let's shoot out the new, or new to us at least, Earthworks Ethos against the Icon Pro and the SM7. I'm excited to hear this because I love the Earthworks Icon. We use it all the time. And if this is better, then we'll get one of these. All right, here it is. First of all, here's the destructions, the manual. It says, quick start. Start with the EQ flat. Ethos is a high sensitivity condenser microphone that does not require an inline booster. Remove Ethos from packaging, mount to your favorite mic stand or boom arm, connect with the XLR cable and adjust, including Triad-Orbit M2R ball mount. Oh yeah, they do have a really nice mount here, which is completely, 360, so you can do whatever you like with it, which is fantastic, which does make adjustment a lot easier. Here it is. Oh, wow. I can't be honest, I do love the way their microphones look. This is quite heavy. There's a lot to it. Super cool looking. I love that it's like, it looks like all function. It looks like engineering, doesn't it? And it looks like it's a piston from a, I don't know, a Spitfire. Actually, it doesn't, because I have a piston up there. There's a Spitfire piston. Not quite. Anyway, you get my point. It looks really well engineered. That is a thing of beauty. I love that mesh on the front there. Look at that. With the pop screen, we are going to set it up. It says start with the EQ flat. I'm assuming it doesn't mean on here. I think it probably just means flat going in. I'm assuming. I haven't heard it yet, that they have tried their darndest to make this into something that just works without much work being done to it. I think that's what we liked, at least on my voice. What I liked about the Earthworks Icon Pro is it had a little bit more oomph to it. And unless I'm trying really hard to speak down low, I don't think my voice is there. I think my voice tends to be more in the mid-range. There is some low lows there, but not vast. I'm not Barry White. And let's be honest, when you're listening to a podcast, even through the whiniest of little voices, don't they all tend to have a lot of like body in there? It's satisfying, isn't it, when you're driving in a car to hear, Stephen Fry, huge fan of his podcast, when he talks, everything's got this, wealth of information from 20 hertz to 20K. You just want bandwidth. So I'm placing a lot on this, but I'm hoping that's what it's going to give us. A schnizzle ton of bandwidth. So we're going to put this up, put up the Icon Pro and put up the SM7 and go between them all with the same gain settings and see what we like. Also, before we move on, you can enter to win one of these. So please, please, please enter to win one. Thank you, Earthworks, for letting us do that. So I've got the clip-on mic at the moment, just so you can hear me talk. I've got the Icon Pro, the brand new Ethos, and the SM7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, well, we'll call this our control model because this is one we typically use. And so I'm going to speak into it, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, and just get it to a level where it's not clipping. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, that's a pretty good level. It's not clipping. It's reading as, I don't know, minus 30 LUFS. But this is how we're going to do it, so they're all the same. I'm going to take 500 hertz playing from here. And I'll just solo that one mic. It's reading at minus 37. So now I'm going to the next mic. It used to come up just a bit. There it is, minus 37. And now we're on the SM7. Minus 37. Okay, so why did I do that? I did that because I got a level on the first one, our control, one we use every day, the Icon Pro. I just matched the gain by just taking a pure signal. Obviously, my voice is going to have lows and highs and all other things, but at mid-range, 500 hertz, just a big whoop through it, they're all performing about the same. So most of the differences now will just be more frequency response stuff. It's not pure science, but it's close enough so that the gain factor between each of these mics isn't as big a deal. So I'm going to go to the Icon Pro first. Here we are. We're on the Icon Pro. This is our daily driver, as it were. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a bit of a proximity effect, which I like. It's not too boomy. It's definitely got, my memory serves me well, a little bit more low lows than the SM7, which is why we liked it. But it did actually remind us of some of the characteristics of an SM7. So speaking of that, let's go over to the SM7. So now we're over to the SM7. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Back to the Icon Pro. They're very, very similar. There might be a little bit more mid-range forwardness on that and a little bit more low lows on this. It's subtle difference. But on my voice, I tended to prefer this. Now, just so you know, it's going through an ID44, a very inexpensive Audient ID44 that we use every day. All of our live streams and a lot of our recordings when we do demos on inexpensive mics uses this. And the reason why we do this is because it's an affordable unit. It's comparable to what 90% of the people that would buy this kind of equipment would use. There's not many people on the planet that would do a podcast and use, $10,000 worth of converters. That's not to say they don't. Of course, many people do, especially if they're in professional radio situations. However, for most of us, it's using affordable interfaces. So that's why we're using this. So this is kind of our control, as it were. Okay, let's go from these two microphones to, of course, the new Ethos. So here we go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. It definitely has the fullness in the low end. It has the mid-range forward to cut, but it's bringing a bit more body. If anything, it's a sort of a slightly souped-up version of that. I'm only in solo on this, so you're not hearing these. You're hearing me hit them, but that you can't hear them at all. So the next thing I'm going to do is go around the outside of the microphone. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. You probably heard me just hit it there. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Pretty good rejection. Okay, let's try it on the SM7. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. SM7 sounds great. Doesn't have the fullness underneath. Definitely mid-range forward. Don't have a problem with this. For me, this is set flat, by the way. For me, I would be dialing a bit of low lows. If we go through our Neve, which we do frequently, the 1028, when we're not using the Audient, I used to dial in some extra low lows on this to make me sound a bit more, hello, it's Warren Hewitt. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good rejection. It's a dynamic microphone. It has great rejection. Let's go back to this one more time, the Ethos. With the rejection fresh in mind, move this out the way. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Equally good rejection, but definitely more balanced. With still got the mid-range forward, so it cuts, but a lot more low lows. One more test. Let's go back to our favorite. Here is the Icon Pro 1, 2, 2. Has the same kind of characteristics as this. It just has a little bit more. 1, 2, 2, 2. Great rejection, as you can hear. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's great. I mean, I think this delivers on what it promises, and it's supposed to be the new, improved. I don't know if it's new or not. I can't remember when they're releasing it, so I apologize if it's been out for a little bit. But we wanted to try it out because we're fans of that, fans of the company. And look how cool that thing looks. Yep, very happy. And I discovered this company because we bought a pair of their microphones when we went out and shot impulse responses out in a stadium. So that's when I discovered the company. Wonderful work. Thank you, Earthworks. So you can enter to win one of these lovely microphones. Big fan of Earthworks. If we can work out a deal on this, we'll get one of these, and this will be, I think, our mic to replace this. What do you think, Eric?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, says Eric. He's really the boss, I mean, look at that hair. I mean, you have to respect the hair. Look at that. All right, thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Enter to win. Check out the new mic. We love it. Earthworks delivering again. They seem to be doing a fantastic job. And it's quiet. I mean, considering I've got computers running over there, another computer here, I've got all the gear on and everything. I mean, I can hear there's a light there, there's a light there. I mean, there's a lot of electrical things going in this room. And considering this is a condenser, pretty darn good rejection. Condensers are not obviously famous for rejecting noise. That's why, many people use SM7s and 57s and 58s in lots of situations like this. And I understand why, but they're obviously here designing a microphone to be as competitive as possible, but still be a condenser and be made exceptionally well. Like I say, it looks like a piece of an aeroplane to me. I'm very happy. Don't forget, enter to win. Have a marvelous time recording and mixing, podcasting, vlogging, blogging, bligging, blagging, whatever it is. Talk to you all soon. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios, adio, goodbye, sayonara.